So my people, we got this in HMP Wakefield. You just know it houses the most horrific nonsense, child unalivers, woman unalivers, nonsense. I'm trying to keep this PG so I don't get demonetized. But anyway, look, there's this disgusting man here, and he was unalived in November last year. He was poked up. He was thingied up 25 times by these inmates. Obviously, they've just been found guilty. And I will give you the backstory of what's happened so you know.
Authorities have confirmed that Kyle Bevan, a 33-year-old inmate, was found unresponsive in his cell at HMP Wakefield early on Wednesday morning. The prison, known as one of the UK's highest security facilities, has now become the focus of a major investigation. Police say the situation is being treated as suspicious, and 3 other inmates have been detained for questioning. Bevan was serving a life sentence following his conviction in 2020, relating to the case of 2-year-old Lola James. The court had previously...
So crazy because Lola James fought squat to her family. 2-year-old. There was like over 100 like things happened to her. 100 injuries.
heard that Bevan caused severe harm while caring for the child, leading to his imprisonment.
I know he was sentenced to do life in prison. And obviously 3 prisoners have been found guilty of unaliving a Welsh child unalive. And it says his name, 33, was jailed for life in 2023 for unaliving his partner's 2-year-old daughter, Lola. You just saw. He was to spend a minimum of 28 years behind bars for the absence. Attackers of the toddler, he was serving his sentence at HMP Wakefield in the West Yorkshire, where his November last year was ambushed in his cell by 3 prisoners who poked him up more than 25 times.
Inmates have been found guilty of murdering a notorious Pembrokeshire child killer at HMP Wakefield. Jurors at Leeds Crown Court heard how Lee Newell, Mark Fellows and David Taylor cornered 33-year-old Kyle Bevan in his cell. Bevan, who was serving life for the 2020 murder of 2-year-old Lola James in Haverfordwest, was stabbed more than 25 times. Police called the premeditated ambush a brutal attack with a total disregard for life. 3 inmates have been found guilty.
Just so you can see the footage. Actually, just going to the actual article first. It just said free given whole life orders for inmate. That's crazy. They was given whole life orders. Fam, look at them. They're like, yeah, they got him. If they're not in jail for no mad thingies, you gotta give them. They're heroes, bro. They're heroes, bro. They're heroes. That's what. You get me? You got the other guy is it Jamie Vardy? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I'm not implying nothing, but anyway, three jailed men who unalived a fellow inmate by poking him up more than 25 times in his cell will never be released from prison. And it says their names: 45, Mark 45, Davis 64. Yeah, Davis is on his way out soon anyway. And Lee 57 were found guilty of unalive Kyle. That's why. Why are they even getting life sentences? Like do life. HMP Wakefield on the 4th of November using a makeshift weapon, including one made from a metal part from the back of a television. Fellows were already serving a whole life order for previous sentences, with judges misjustice imposed a new and separate life term for them at Leeds. Taylor was given a whole life order for Bevan's unalive on top of the offence he was on remand for at the time. He was on remand for offence. Bevan 33 was serving a life sentence with a minimum tariff of 28 for we already read that. The court heard how felons Taylor and Newell were seen on CCTV at about 7:30 following Bevan's into his cell. They emerged less than 5 minutes later in a job done mode. Let's get into the actual footage. This is them here, just chilling. They just hit posted. Two heroes. It look like he's got his eye there, so why don't you have his eye here? What happened to his eye? His eye's normal here. I don't know. Anyway, let's get into this. Just waiting for him, boy. It's my man there. My man walking across London. Jeez. Just walk down the stairs. Taylor was given a whole life order for Bevan's death on top of an offence he was on remand for at the time. Wait, you got to give them a round of applause, mate. You got to say, you get me? They done their thing, man. They done their thing. They was there. My man was walking. Yeah. Quickly, look, bam. Wow. Yeah. We gotta respect it. We gotta respect it, man. We gotta respect it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, man. But yeah, that's what's been going on. Look, to be honest, just to show you, look, this was 2 weeks apart.
Two prisoners murdered in a matter of weeks inside of HMP Wakefield. Now here.
You know about Ian Watkins. You get me? So yeah, man. Anyway, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Peace.